Hey crew, just want to give y'all a tip on breakfast, and for any of you that aren't breakfast eaters, no problem. You know, I used to always stress out about that because some days I'd wake up and I wasn't hungry, but I was always told growing up is you have to eat breakfast, it's healthy for you. And now that we understand the backing of it and the terminology and kind of how our bodies work, realistically we don't have to eat breakfast. Biblical and ancient history, eating breakfast is actually breaking fast. And I never understood that until studied a lot more about intermittent fasting and the time of day to eat, and the condensed period of time and long-term chronic health disease. Everyone's always told to eat breakfast, eat a midday snack, eat a lunch, afternoon snack, dinner, midnight or early late evening snack. Keep your energy levels up. And actually that's why people are gaining so much weight now and on so many medications, because they're just constantly eating all day and they're never giving their body or a chance, more or less the organs a chance to relax. So as we move forward in the next 90 days and we're going through our workouts and health-wise, what to eat, what not to eat, as far as inflammation throughout the body that causes joint pain, and more or less sleeping, how we sleep. Things to think about is some of us are here to lose weight, some are here to maintain, and some are here to gain weight. So we all have a different goal. For me, I'm more in the maintenance phase. I always try to choose my foods wisely, depending on the type of day I'm gonna have. If I'm getting up and going straight to the gym and I'm not hungry, I'm not gonna eat. It's just something that I don't need to throw a lot of food in my system right then and try to go eat. Some of you, maybe work out later in the day. So, for me, like for example, I'm gonna go work out in the next hour or two. So usually I'll have a nice light breakfast or a light snack that's not too heavy, but it also gives a little sustained energy. So it's a mixture of proteins, carbs, some fats. So we'll go over more in the numbers later, but just kind of get the concept and understanding is choose wisely each day, depending on the kind of physical activity you're gonna be doing, because that'll determine how many calories you burn and how much actually food you need to sustain. So kind of keep this simple. When I'm choosing my breakfast and putting it all together, I usually have three things I look at: is the foundation, the base, and then the toppings. And so they're all a little bit different. So on this one with foundation, I always choose kind of, is it gonna be carb, protein, fat based, or as far as the foundation, is the base gonna consist of, what's the ingredients in the base under kind of the same philosophy, but also the toppings more for flavor, but health-wise. So, they don't always have to be natural, organic toppings, flavors, but I always just choose it just for the fact of understanding the less chemicals, pesticides, and free radicals that you have in your system, the longer you can sustain. Because our bodies are made up of cells, and if the cells can't function properly, then it just leads to a lot of negative things in our body, and then we're always struggling. So keep it real simple. Like this breakfast, like I said, it's a simple, easy one for you to make. There's other ones I'll go over with you later on, but this is just one I like doing in particular. But this one of the foundations is, it's a flax berry cereal. So it's higher in protein and higher in fiber. Another base here I've got is flax bread. So it's low glycemic, so less carbs, but it just in general with the flax seed, it's not a heavy bread. So it's something light, but it gives me that foundation to put the other ingredients on. So, with this one, what I just threw together was quick, simple with the flax cereal. And I put in some yogurt, some non-dairy yogurt, and with the almond milk. So that's one I love because it doesn't have, really no sugar in it and no dairy. And so again, there's a lot of negative things about dairy that you'll learn over time. So if you can avoid dairy, most probiotics actually don't even pass the gut. So a lot of the yogurts, or in general, a lot of the products people buy for probiotics, that helps break down, for good bacteria in your gut, which is pretty much the motherboard of the whole body. If you're not getting that past the gut, then it's no use even taking it. People are just putting it's kind of like eating ice cream. all these yogurts in the store, when you see that and you see all the amount of sugar in it, the dairy and just other stuff in there, it's just more for flavoring. And so once you understand that, you'll start to realize, why you feel so bad after eating it, or you feel tired. Another thing I put in there for antioxidants is blueberries are great. Help break up the free radicals, just the negative stuff in our body. And then as far as toppings go, raw honey or organic cinnamon and pumpkin spice. So it kind of gives just more of the flavor. So every day is a little bit different. I don't do this every day, to be honest with you, but it's simple, easy. Throw this together in a bowl on the bread, the toast. I use the Zico bread. There's different ones there that you can use, different flavors. And throw in some almond butter. Almond butter is a great one versus peanut butter, and just put a spread of almond butter on there, and then some raw honey. So again, for me that works. It's real light, not too heavy, so you don't get that up and down with too many carbs where you just feel like oh, I'm energetic, and then I'll crash really hard, which a lot of people do. But you also have that sustained energy because there's some good fats in there. A lot of fiber. We need the fiber to get rid of the bad stuff in our body. So again, it's just kind of a mixture. So I feel like this easy, light one to make, quick and easy, not even 5 minutes. Honestly, had all the ingredients out, put it together as long as in the time that the bread was being toasted. So y'all share some more tips with you later on, but just something to think about is, what time of day are you going to be working out? And if you're not working out, what kind of foods are you going to be eating? Because all this has to play with, what kind of energy levels you're going to have throughout the day, and also how our body burns the extra calories that we're not using. Because if it doesn't get burned, it floats around in the blood sugar levels are high, there's a lot more damage to the body, and just in general, if it doesn't get used, it gets stored as fat.